Hey guys, I'm Andrea and welcome to Morning Coffee, where we find out that we're not alone in our day-to-day hustle, the questions, the doubts, and overall quest in conquering the world. How many of you have had setbacks to the point where you question your very being? I've had quite a few setbacks to the point where I don't want to get out of bed, I've eaten a whole tub of ice cream, and had meltdowns that only my close friends have seen. But how can we bounce back from situations that some of us consider failure? Here are a couple of things I like to keep in mind while swimming my way to the surface for air when failure is staring me right in the face. Number one, failures are necessary for growth. After every setback, I like to zoom out and try to look at the bigger picture and dissect the situation at hand and try to shuffle out all the gems I can find. I call these gems lessons that I need to learn in order to better equip myself to move forward. I promise there is always a lesson in every setback. You just have to be ready to do the self-growth when it happens. Number two, failures are detours to our ultimate purpose. In this little thing we call life, there are many seasons for us. There's a season to rise, there's a season to fall, and there is a season to learn. While we're trying to figure it all out, we need to figure out if each decision is moving us closer to our purpose. It's okay if we don't know what that is at this very moment, but perhaps this is your season of exploration while you try to figure it out. And while we're trying to figure it out, we may fall down over and over again, but we must get back up and try again. You may not feel that this is part of the process, but know that you'll be better for it. Number three, listen to life. There are times where we may get a little stubborn or fixated on a certain outcome that we can't even see straight. I'm incredibly stubborn, so I know what I'm talking about. But life may have something else in mind. But sometimes we get so stuck on a certain outcome, we may keep on hitting our head over and over again, trying to squeeze a square peg into a round hole. You may not understand why things aren't working out the way you wanted, but I find that in these situations you need to stop, readjust, and be still. Listen to what life is telling you. Perhaps there's another way or a better option for you. You may not even see it, but if you stop forcing things and allow life to unfold, you'll start seeing things materialize in ways you never thought possible. It's about letting go and taking a step back. I know this far too well. If I wouldn't have stepped back from certain situations and if I didn't stop forcing things, I would have never have had the guts of following through with my ultimate dream, which is what I'm doing at this very moment, which is creating content to help others. Friends, you need to celebrate your small victories along the way. Remember that failures are necessary to build strength. I always say you can never appreciate the sweet without the sour. So think about 3 situations that you've experienced and perhaps consider failures. Ask yourself what you learned, how you bounced back, and were you better for it? And the trick here is to answer each question with a positive. You can't just crumble up the paper and say, oh well. Trust me, there is a lesson in every setback. And if you get into the habit of looking at things through this lens, your setback won't stop you in its tracks. It will just be a speed bump along the way. Friends, I want to hear from you, so remember to comment below and let me know what you do when setbacks are knocking at your door. And remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and to withgutsandgrace.tv. I'll see you guys next Monday.